Well. My summer is hot after having had a break from the heat on the beautiful island of Manitoulin in southern Ontario. But we are back in Taiwan and back in this spot, and I have taken a break from content creation for the last little while for a bunch of different reasons. Uh, and right now we'll get back into it. And I'm also thinking we have to do a bunch more stuff. So I'm thinking and planning out sort of a schedule for sort of deep dives into a bunch of different types of teas coming forward. But I thought I was very clever. I called it on YouTube. I called the title of this live stream a a midsummer's a midsummer sample, because we are in the doldrums, in the deep doldrums of the tea year in the summertime, when the tea plants do nothing but just sort of sit there and uh, suck up energy. They basically just sit there and go, oh, it's too hot, but then they're getting a bunch of energy. And in the higher elevations, ooh, in the higher elevations, they are uh, they are getting rid of some of that energy in newer leaves, and the fall teas are being grown and picked in the higher elevations right now. Although this year is late, it's late this year. But the two teas that I have for samples today are, this is the fall Alpine Fall, the Alpine Fall, and we'll get into that and what's going on with that. That's actually quite funny. He keeps sending me all his teas whenever he makes teas. He sends them to me, and I almost inevitably buy a bunch of them because they're well priced and very good teas. And this one over here, which I'm also going to do in this style because the nature of this tea. This is the Old Tree Asamaka. So I do it this way, and I'm also going to do it this way because this can get a little strong. This tea can get a little bit strong. Definitely can get a little bit strong, especially when it's picked in like August, or not. Sorry, not in August, in July. And this is from July. And those of you who are a fan, I only get, like last time I only can get a couple kilograms of it. But those of you who are aware know this is like next level Lipton. If you like the Lipton style teas, the Asamaka cultivar, there probably is nothing else in the world that is quite as good as this for that particular cultivar. I hesitate the world. I say the world. I apologize for that. I don't mean the whole world. I'm sure there's places where like Asamaka is actually from in India that probably have better Asamaka than this. But in Taiwan, I certainly have never come across anything that is even remotely close to as good as this Old Tree Asamaka from my buddy in Louviers. Now, why have I taken a break from putting posts out into social media? I've taken a break from it for a couple different reasons. The biggest one is I think that everybody needs a break from doing everything that you do. And I was amazed and thankful, as always, not doing live streams or not putting content out there, that the actual sales were normal for this year, which is amazing. And I am always just amazingly thankful for all of that. And it's also sort of the summertime. And so I took my family to Canada, and we had a really, really good time in Canada. It was, we went to go see a baseball game, and we got the. I'll bring the rings one day, but we were at the Blue Jays game in Toronto, and they actually had it was the day where you could get the rings, like the rings from the World Series, and so we got like was there with Grandpa, me and the boys, and we got 8 rings, and anyways, it was quite a lot of fun. We had a really good time. The weather was great up at the camp, and also too, it's been last spring was a little bit much for us. I think I'll still get it. But let's go through the steeps and see how good this is and how strong this gets as it goes. This is the Old Trius Amica here. The springtime was a bit much for our family. Lots of stuff was happening, and so it was just good to take a break. And we had a great trip. And July is a great time to take a break from tea because nothing really happens in July. All right, so at the end of so in the higher elevations, after they pick the springtime teas, they cut all the teas back, right? If you've got the tea trees are like this big, sometimes they cut them back in half. But anyways, they cut back the tea trees so that basically nothing is happening until August again. And then in the lower elevations after June, then you pick the bug-bitten teas, and then basically in the summertime. But like, thank you everybody out there who still buying teas from us. It's amazing, and we as a family appreciate it greatly. Now, what is going on for the next little while? So what's going on for the next little while? We have a tea release on Sunday. So on Sunday, there's going to be a tea release, and we're going to get Alpine Black, the Alpine Honey Red. I'll talk about those probably in another live stream this week. There is a Pingling Honey Black Tea. There's the return of Honey Fragrance Black Tea. I know a lot of people really enjoy the Honey Fragrance Black Tea, and it's such a pain in the eat. So my buddy makes Honey Fragrance Black Tea, and he doesn't make all that much of it because right now in that area, to make really, really good Honey Fragrance Black Tea, you need the bug bites. And when the bug bites happen, you want to save that tea for competitions and to sell for. You can only sell me like, off the top of the bag, you can only sell me like a kilogram from each bag. So I was only able to get a few kilograms because he's going to save that's for the rest of the year. If you're a Honey Fragrance Black Tea producer, you are making Honey Fragrance Black Tea, really, really good stuff. You got two chances. Once in sort of late May till mid-June, and then the other time sort of mid-September to mid-October, and that's it. And so to be able to get some of the good Honey Fragrance Black Tea is always something that I'm really happy to do. But I've got it. Anyways, it's going to be released on Sunday as well. Then there'll be the 2026 GABA, the organic Jade Mountain GABA will be released, and it's quite good. It's an interesting one because my buddy on Jade Mountain, he's the tea polymath. So he gets all this tea in, right? And he makes, he picks the leaves and he makes all these different types of teas, and he doesn't really finish them. And so I get a sample. I'm like, I want it. And then he sends it to me, and then I drink it, and then I'm like, it's not quite done yet. So I literally have to go and I have to sort of finish it. And so I did that over the last couple of days, roasting it and finishing it. And so now it's finished and ready to go. And so that'll be released. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something else. Anyways, the whole time, I'm going to put a post about it probably in the next couple of days. But the whole time I was away, I wasn't here packing teas. Now, somebody was sending out the tea, of course. But I wasn't here packing the teas. And so I've spent like 12 hours of, well, that's not really a thumbs up anyways, but 12 hours of jet lag, right? So Ontario to Taiwan is literally the other side of the world. 12 hours is a little much. It's a little much. It's pretty brutal. And so we got back, I guess, last Friday, and today here is Wednesday, and I'm still not back. Still not back. But things like the Old Master Dong Ding, that's packed up, and you can order that again. We had a run on Old Master Dong Ding and the Firefly, Alishan Firefly. So those two teas are back. They're packed up and ready to go. And there's a couple others that are packed up again and ready to go. The 20. Anyways, those are, the Alishan GABA, I'm getting that in today. So the Alishan GABA was sold out. I should be getting that in today, so I'll pack that up, and it'll be ready to go again as well. So all of those teas will be packed up and ready to go by the end of the week. Those ones that were sort of basically out of stock. I've also ordered in number 8 and number 18. And so those 2 teas are ordered. They will probably be here today as well. And so I know there's a lot of people waiting for the Ruby 18, so those will be back. And yeah, that's sort of what's going on. Now, what I think I'm going to do over the next little while is I'm going to do an absolute knowledge dump. I am going to do all the years of doing Taiwanese tea, all that type of stuff. I'm going to do like a huge just knowledge dump. And I am going to try and write up a bunch of things and do a bunch of videos, because I think right now we're getting into the phase where people are not going to be searching for information any longer. People are going to just get it from asking interfaces, usually spoken interfaces with AI. And because people are just going to do that, I think getting accurate, authentic information out there into the world is going to be really, really, really important. And doing that, so getting that accurate information out into the world and doing it importantly is going to be, it's going to be really, really important. The next little while is going to be pretty, I'm starting to get a little bit overwhelmed by it, to tell you the truth. Because paying attention to it with children, all the algorithms seem to be getting stronger and stronger. All of the ways of keeping children safe are being eroded again and again and again. And so it's going to be pretty tough. But that's basically what I'm going to be doing over the next little while, I think. Is trying to get as much authentic information out there as possible. And just sort of see what happens. But I think too, everything, jeez, the next little while is going to be so crazy. Like if you're watching this, if you actually get this far into the live stream, I mean, there's people who joined in the live stream earlier and they're gone. I think the people's attention spans have just gone to basically gone to zero for the vast majority of people. And it's been gradual, and it's been happening slower and slower and slower. But anyways, we will get back into it, and we'll be putting more content out there, and I'm going to put in condensed content, and I'm also going to be doing sort of more fun stuff. So I'm going to be putting more things like I'm going to do a series of information things, like sort of take the map of Taiwan and go through all the areas of Taiwan and just briefly tell you what tea is famous in all of those areas of Taiwan. And I'll zoom in on Google Maps, and we'll do that, and we'll just sort of go and we'll see these various places so you can see what it looks like and do outlines like that. And then we can go into the various places as well. Doing deep dives on roasted teas versus unroasted teas, elevation, and all that type of stuff. And I'll be doing classes, and people will be able to sign up for the classes as well. So what I'll be doing with the classes is it'll probably be twice a month. I'll do like a beginner one, sort of in the earlier in the month. So say, for example, introduction to Taiwanese teas, introduction to brewing, different things like that. And then later on in the month, I'll do some deep dive, like Camellia formosensis, or the effects of elevation on a tea, or some sort of very, very deep dive into the world of tea. And then so in the beginning of the month, it'll be like, what's an oolong? And then in the end of the month, it'll be like, what does it mean? What's the difference between sort of a traditionally rolled oolong by hand, where they do the whole thing or a machine rolled oolong, and what's the difference in the tastes and things like that. So that's sort of what we'll be going into in the future. Now, this tea right here is the Old Triasamaka, and I've been drinking it, and I've been setting it here, and I've been trying to figure out whether I want to get it this year or this time or not. And I think I might wait until the next picking, because right now, what's the special thing about the Old Tree Assamica. The special thing about the Old Tree Assamica, of course, if you've had it, you know, is the depth of flavors. So you've got this wide breadth of flavors. Now, summertime teas that pick like this one in July, are not known for their depth of flavor. They're known for their strength. And this is very strong. So this is an extremely strong tea. Now, if you've got a Ruby 18 built into the cultivar is this depth of flavor. You've got all these things going on. Florals and fruit flavors and so many different amazing teas going in with these. I gotta sue the government. I'm just getting messages now. So should I tell that story? No, I'm not going to tell that story. Anyways, it's actually quite a lot of money. Well, it's not that much money, a couple $1,000, about $5,000. But anyways, we were stolen from by the government of Taiwan, but indirectly in a public-private partnership. And it wasn't just us; it was a lot of people. And so we'll see. We'll see how much we go for it. Anyways. Ruby 18 has all those different flavors. You want that. You want that big kick in the mouth, right? Because it's such an amazing cultivar. You want this to be a little bit more subtle. This is the Assamica cultivar, right? And the Assamica cultivar is wonderful, but its depth of flavor is its subtlety, not its strength. And this particular tea is really, 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 really strong. And so that subtlety is sort of ripped away. I don't think I'm going to get that. Also, too, right now, like this weekend, I'm releasing Alpine Black, Alpine Honey Red, Pingling Honey Black, Honey Fragrance Black Tea, and the 2026 Jade GABA, which is also a dark tea. And those are all really dark teas. I don't really need any more dark teas right now. So we're good for dark teas. But I'll be getting sort of the next time it's picked, probably in October. I'll probably get that. Right now, it's just too strong. And it's a beautiful tea. It's a beautiful, clean tea with lots of energy. But I think I'll probably wait, because what is the other special thing about the Old Tree Assamica? The price. It's not cheap. It is quite expensive. For an Assamica tea, it is very, very inexpensive. It is very, very expensive. And it should be. That's not a complaint. It should be that expensive. It should be that expensive. It's an amazingly carefully produced tea from extremely unique tea plants and an extremely unique terroir. It should be that expensive, right? That's 100%. But I think I have the freedom to be able to wait to the next pick, and I think I probably will. Got enough black teas. I should get the Sencha Black as well. I'll try that probably in the next couple of weeks as well. But let's get to this one. And this one here is the Alpine Jade. And the Alpine Jade, I mean, I don't know how many gosh darned Alpine teas I have. This year, I don't think I'll have an Alpine White. I probably won't. As last year, I got such a deal. on the Alpine White. Oh, it was so good. I could pass on like getting a really high quality white tea for like a really affordable price. And I passed that on to as many people as I could. This year, it was like double the price and about the same level. So I was like, yeah, I'll pass. But this tea right here, I've already tried it once, and I was like, it's too light. And I wasn't really excited about it. I wasn't thinking about it too much. And then my buddy got in touch with me, and he told me the price, because I didn't even ask for the price. But he told me the price, and the price is dirt cheap for a really decent, Qilai Mountain, high elevation oolong. And I wasn't even gonna, so you can see here, comes in the fancy bag, the Qilai Mountain bag, right? And thankfully they've stopped putting too much weird stuff on the sides in English. Anyways, just a reminder, if you have a bag that's fancy like this and you say, what does this mean? It literally means nothing. You get like this is, Chilai Shan, but you can get this anywhere in the world, basically. Anywhere in Taiwan, you can get Ali Shan, different things. Anyways, point is, this is dirt cheap, and it's really quite good. Now, the reason I wasn't going to get it was because this is the fall. It was another Alpine tea. I've got so many Alpine teas, right? So there's the golden green this year. Somebody just wrote an amazing review for it. They liked it a lot. And so I've got all of these Alpine teas. The Alpine Spring is still around. And this is like, so when you're looking at an Alpine tea, or sorry, when you're looking at a fall tea, you're looking at like a lot of strength. So, for example, I know a lot of people are waiting for it, but the Pear Mountain Fall is going to be picked on the 15th, right? So the Pear Mountain Fall is going to be picked on the 15th. And this is going to be like much, much less. This is much, much less. But the difference between the fall pear is like this is the fall pear. This is like the litmus test for all the fall teas right about here. And then the price, for this one, the quality level is about here. It's not that much further down. It's, it's very, very decent. The aftertaste is like hitting it like a bell. But this is always stronger, and this one's a little bit lighter. But the cost is like, so the cost between them is so what a huge differential. And so I think I will get it. Actually, I think I will get it. And the reason I'm going to get it is because I don't actually. It's one of those things that always is very strange for me, but makes sense because it's not just me. It's everybody who sells things, everybody in retail. The more expensive something is, oftentimes the demand for it is higher. Whereas something cheaper, people don't trust it. Why is it cheap? Like I've actually had multiple times, people writing me emails and saying, why is your tea so cheap? Are you lying? And, why is the tea that I sell so cheap? It's not because I'm lying. It's because my overhead is basically nothing compared to a lot of the other people that sell the same styles of tea. I don't, I live here. Shipping from here to everywhere in the world is very, very cheap. The regulatory environment here is very, very, very soft compared to many other parts of the world. And so I've just got this place where my overhead costs are so much lower than other people. And so I'm able to sell these teas for much, much, much cheaper than basically everybody else in many ways. And I pride myself on doing that. And so if I get a tea like this, and if I sell this tea for like really cheap, it probably won't sell all that well. In fact, I'm sure it probably won't. And the reason it won't is because people will be like, why is it so cheap? Why is it so cheap? Which is kind of sad because it's a beautiful tea. But I'm not the type of person that is going to make it artificially expensive. It's one of my favorite parts of this job is the people that I get to sell tea to, because they'll call me out. They will call me out. And I don't think it's ever really happened. Not in a real, like you did something wrong, but I absolutely love customers that will ask me questions like, like the elevation on the bag is different than on the website. Like one's 14, one's 1,600 meters. I'll be like, just me. I'm just doing it all. Sorry. But people will, call me out on various things about these different styles of tea and this stuff as it's going along. And so to be able to take this and then sell it as like a really expensive springtime, whatever tea, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't sleep well at night, number one. Number two, somebody called me out because I've taught people how to look at the leaves, all right? So why don't we do it again right here? And so when you're looking at these leaves, let's just pull out some of these leaves and we'll see what we're looking at. And you can see right away that this is a fall time pick. This is a high elevation summertime pick. And how do you know? Well, take a look at the stem here. Now, in a springtime tea, when you're looking at the stem like this, it's going to go here. Let's move it over. I'll put it over here so you guys can see. This is the part, the stemmy part at the bottom. And then this on a springtime tea is going to go straight down. It's going to go straight down because this is going to be really soft and supple. In a fall time tea, it's going to go sort of like this, right? So it's going to be a little bit more turgid. I remember, I don't know why that word came into my mind again, but it's going to go a little bit further like this, a little bit further out, because this is a warmer weather growth. Now, a fall time tea, this is going to be, or sorry, a winter time tea, this is going to be thinner, and then this is just going to be like really, really small, this part right here. And so you can tell that this is a fall time tea. So if I sort of sold this tea, you can see here again, sort of the same thing going on, right? You can see if this is a springtime tea, this would go straight down, but it's not. It's going sort of out like this. And that's a really good way to look at it, actually. But if I sold this tea as like a springtime tea or a wintertime tea, people would be able to figure it out. All right, so here's another good example, right? So you can see how big it is, just sort of goes out. And that's the way I really like it. That's another good example there, sort of straight out. And but yeah, it's because I'm also going to buy sort of the CY Chen stuff, which is really expensive, like really expensive. And that always sells really, really well. That always sells really well. This is just a good, clean, affordable, high mountain oolong. It's just hitting just right out of the park. This is just a really great tea. And I wasn't gonna buy it. I was gonna just let it be. I was gonna be like, you know what? I'm not gonna get it this time. I've got enough of this stuff. I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna get a bunch of it. And I'm gonna support my friend up on Chilai, and I'm also gonna have some really affordable, really good, clean tea. You can see it here. Just good stuff. Anyways, yeah, I'm a little unpracticed. I haven't been doing this for so long. It's been a month. No to my phone and my computer. I'd forgotten how absurd it was. Anyways, I was talking to somebody, and I was explaining that I was an online influencer, which I thought was absolutely hilarious and absurd. Anyways, it's a beautiful tea, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to get the wintertime batch of this tea. I think I'm not gonna get it right now because the real specialness of the Assamica is the subtleness of the Assamica, and summertime Assamica is not subtle, right? It's not subtle. But I did get, speaking of what I'm speaking, I did get the number 8 Assamica, the black tea from Sun Moon Lake, and I bought that coming in, and that's going to be like an August pick. But that tea is a little bit different because it's not as high quality as the Old Tree Assamica. It's lower, and people just buy that just to add milk to it, right? And it's just, if you're into like Lipton tea bags or Red Rose or one of those other low quality tea, yeah, okay, I can say it, low quality tea bag things, try the number 8. It's so much better, so much healthier. It's certified organic, all that sort of stuff. It's so much better for you. But anyways, I think that's it. So Sunday there will be Alpine Black, Alpine Honey Red, the Pingling Honey Black, which is an interesting one. I probably should do a live stream with the Pingling Honey Black over the next couple of days. Honey Fragrance Black Tea will be back. The 2026 GABA, Jade Mountain GABA. And maybe Ruby 18, but I don't know whether I'll have time to pack it up. Anyways, that'll be this weekend. And then in another 2 weeks, we'll do number 8, the Ruby 18, and then sort of the fall teas, the Pear Mountain Fall. And that's going to be picked this weekend, Pear Mountain Fall. Pear Mountain Fall, there's Jade Mountain Fall teas. Trying to think what else there is. Anyways, those teas. Anyways, that's it for now. And we're in the summer doldrums. I highly doubt there'll be too many people watching this live stream, but if you have made it this far, thank you very much. We're back to content creation. We're back to full-time tea packing and sending out and things like that. And any questions or comments about anything that we've covered today so far, please let me know. Wherever in the world you happen to be, I certainly hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I hope you sleep well, have a great evening, have a great night, sleep well, sleep well, have a great day tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next live stream.